and welcome to RNTalks. और आज हम आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं renowned artist and our RSVKA Karmaveera Awardee, Mrs. Babita Hundal. बबीता जी एक बहुत ही अच्छी आर्टिस्ट है एंड शी हैड हेल्ड अ फर्स्ट solo exhibition in 1987. Then again, she held her exhibition in 1992 in New Delhi in IFAX. And then again, अभी एक current उनका exhibition गया है in Chandigarh. It was a group exhibition. She's a professional artist who has many online and offline art exhibitions to her credit. So, without welcome Babita ji and
Hi.
heartiest congratulations for being an RSVK Karmaveera Awardee for
Thank you,
spreading
Ranjeeta.
positivity
Thank you.
through your paintings.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
So, Babita ji, आपका थैंक यू आपका सबसे पहले एग्जीबिशन हैड गॉन इन 1987 मोहाली
No, yeah, in Chandigarh.
राइट चंडीगढ़
Yes.
सो जब आपका एज एन आर्टिस्ट होता है ना ऑल लाइक फॉर ऑथर्स इट इज लाइक ऑल आर बुक्स आर आर प्रीशियस बेबीज लाइक यू नो एक एक को माने हमने क्रिएट किया है उनको सो व्हेन यू होल्ड द बुक इन योर आर्म the feeling is when like you're holding your own baby, you're holding your own child. So how was it for you as an art painting अलग theme पे होती है like the treatment is very different in all the paintings, each and every one that you make. None of them are repeats.
No, I don't repeat my
So
work.
थोड़ा बताइए like exhibitions में जब आप डालते हो 1987 92 में भी गई थी बीच में भी और गई हैं आई नो एंड देन अभी एक करंट गई है आपकी चंडीगढ़ में
Yes.
सो कैसा लगता है व्हेन यू पेंटिंग्स गो अप ऑन एग्जीबिशन
I really feel good because I put my 100% in my work. And I check my patience, in my work, because I finish my painting not in a month or 2 months. It takes long, 4 months, 5 months, even 6 months. There's the intricate work do it, and the texture which I show, it takes long. I take long to finish it. And when I exhibit in my exhibitions, it is not more than two paintings I do it, and both the themes are always different, and themes and the concept is different. Normally, what happens is lot of people, a lot of artists have told me that I should exhibit the same theme, same type of the work in the exhibition. But I don't agree with that because my work speaks for me, and I think art is not restricted; it's vast. I explore about it. I do a lot of explore.
so when they tell you same theme same type why do they say that and you do it different themes you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
आपका अलग होता है कोई दो एक जैसी नहीं होती बट सो कैन यू काइंड ऑफ differentiate why they want same things and why you prefer
because
different
because normally artists, they are identified from their work, right? The same kinds. If it's abstract, it has to be abstract. If it's portrait, it has to be portrait. You can't, from portrait, you can't do it landscaping. You can't do anything else, because then they say, no. I mean, what I feel is art is not restricted. Our imagination is wide. We keep imagining things, whether it's a portrait, whether landscape, whether it's abstract, whatever. The medium, the base. I do work on canvas, paper, tiles, with all mediums. I don't restrict myself, but in my exhibition, I never repeat. I mean, two themes together. It's always different. People say, "Oh, Babita, this is also yours." I say, "Yeah, this is also mine." So that's why I never repeat.
So now actually जहाँ लोग I think एक theme पे रखते हैं,
हाँ.
different themes is your signature style, I would say.
Yes. Yeah.
They should now identify as Babita Hundal with different signature styles.
With
एक
different
चीज नहीं
creative type,
मिलेगी. You get
but
to
हाँ.
taste, yeah, huge palette.
Yes,
Like
because my color my
अगर हम
yeah.
please
Okay.
continue.
Okay. Actually, like my two themes will be
Your color
different.
combination आप
My
बात कर
color
रहे थे.
combination, my way of doing it, it's same. The theme is different, but my way of
Okay,
working is same. That's how I
right,
put
right.
myself as an artist. So they feel like I don't
अभी
go by what others tells me.
but then I always think कि like you say, art is not restricted,
Yeah,
poetry is not restricted,
exactly.
thoughts, anything creative. How can anything creative be restricted? If it is restrictive, then it is no longer creative. It is like आप it is that वो creativity
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
उसमें
right.
आती ही नहीं है. हाँ, discipline
Hmm.
है, but then discipline I think goes in the way you work, not what you create.
Yes.
What do you say? When you are working,
Yeah,
अब आपने बोला कि it takes you about 4 to 6 months to complete your painting, right?
yeah, because I work on
So
big canvas. Work on big
how do
canvas, so it
you
takes long.
सो वो उस टाइम पे आप अपना डिसिप्लिन कैसे मेंटेन करते हो? मीन्स कई बंदे तो होते हैं ना कि यार छोड़, आधी छोड़ देते हैं. सो हाउ डू यू मेंटेन योर सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन इन
I
कंप्लीटिंग, चाहे अगर 4 मंथ्स ले या 6 मंथ्स ले, इट्स अ बिग थिंग.
It's a thing. It is not on one painting I work.
आप कैसे
I
करते हो?
start 3 4 paintings at the same time. I'm working one painting. I said, okay, fine. I can't think more on this. Let me start something else. So I start the second painting. I leave in between. I go to the third painting, and then I come back on the first painting again because yes, I know now what techniques I have to use in this. So subsequently, I'm doing 3 paintings at the same time, which takes long in my textures, in my color combination.
And
So
it's
that's how I
different
is different. That's how I discipline myself.
color
I
combination.
Yeah,
So you freshen up also, going from one painting to the
to the second
second,
one.
second to
Yes.
third.
Yeah.
So आप अपने लिए एक क्या कहते हैं वैरायटी क्रिएट कर रहे हो. So every time you go from one to the next and to the next and you come back to the previous one, you are
Yes.
a fresh person. Like
I am fresh in the previous
you are
one. What I have to think that the color comes out much better.
better.
My concentration is more on that now.
I can understand. I can
Yeah.
understand that. That is multitasking. It's not easy, but then definitely you do it with ease. That is,
I
I
do
would
it.
say.
Yeah, I do it with ease.
So, Babita ji, we have so many different mediums
Right.
to create. चारकोल है, crayons है, oil pastels है, pencils है,
Mm.
canvas है, watercolors है. These are maybe what I can think of right at the moment. और भी बहुत है.
बहुत है.
Sand है.
हाँ.
So much means
Many.
आप चीज से एक बुरादा है लकड़ी का, आप किससे भी क्रिएट करना चाहते हो आप कर सकते हो.
You can do
So
it. Yes.
yeah, so can you help out, give some tips on some basic medium जैसे watercolor हो गया, acrylic हो गया, oil and canvas हो गया, and say acrylic type के colors है, and then you have, what do you call that, oil pastels है, which many people do that, or pencil है. Some basic mediums of treatment, if you can give some helpful tips so that जो हमारे यहाँ starters है और जो करना चाहें, who think that it is a very Herculean task and they give up even before starting, then those
Mm.
people can at least try and attempt one or two or maybe three of what we whatever you suggest, how to go
Well,
about it?
pencil colors, oil
एक
pastels,
एक करके
watercolors.
बताइए,
हाँ,
whatever
नहीं,
you
they are, they
suggest.
are, they are the, you do it on the paper. You do it on the paper. For the watercolors, you need to have a fixed hand. I mean, it's a trained hand. That comes with a lot of practice. Whereas even oil pastels, you can do a lot of shading in it. I last year I think I was in Firozpur with my parental home, and I can't stay without art. So I went to the market. I bought a art file and crayons and pencil, all that. I started with it. I my favorite theme is food. So I made something concerning food, that was the fry eggs at the breakfast layout table type. And I did it with the oil pastels. And ultimately, in one of my online exhibition, I exhibited it, and it won an award also in that. So whereas on the canvas, one uses oil colors. Oil colors is easy to work with. Then acrylic. Acrylic again on canvas, it is like you need to have a fixed hand. Otherwise, very interesting once your hand sets in it. Otherwise, oil painting is a little more easier, though it takes a lot of time to dry. So my suggestion to the newcomers is start from your paper art, like with the oil pastels, crayons, or pencil colors, and subsequently you can go to your charcoal. Charcoal is also a very interesting medium, though it gives three tones. Again, in whatever you do, in whatever canvas, wherever
Yes, sorry.
your hand needs to be trained. Your hand needs basically your hand needs to be in control.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
सो जैसे हम चारकोल करते हैं, many people try to, because charcoal paintings are actually very beautiful, you know, पूरा
Yes.
black and white and soft charcoal का इफेक्ट आता
Hmm.
है. सो चारकोल वाले बहुत काला 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 हो जाता है. सो आई एम श्योर.
That's
सो
exactly what I said, Ranjeeta. You need to have a control over your hand. You have to do
ओके
three shades, that is dark, medium, light. Unless, otherwise, if you have just keep rubbing it, keep it goes very dark. You need to have a control. You need to show, yes, I have to show the light here. It has to be very, very light work. Where you have
ओके.
need to, it's a control over a hand. In whatever medium you do, your hand needs to be in your control.
So basically, I would suggest like simplify and say your mind and your body, rather
Yeah.
your hand should work in perfect harmony,
Yes.
so that when you think कि भाई यहाँ पे रोशनी आ रही है, या
Hmm.
say like even we are sitting, so my the tip of my nose is like, you know, a little it's reflecting light. So if anybody tries to paint me, that tip of the nose यहाँ पे जो light सामने से मेरे reflect हो रही है, it
Right.
should reflect, and मेरे eyes के यहाँ पे अगर dark है, so those dark undertones, it should be evenly done, so that the difference between this
And the
cheek
depth,
and the nose,
yes.
the
Yes.
depth
Depth has to be, yes, seen.
has to be brought out, and
Yes.
that can only be done by I think do we, what do we call that, positive and negative lighting,
To,
like, you know,
uh, we have to show the tones, three
tones.
tones. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, to all the audience who's watching over there, try get some paper. And I think the best way to practice for you people out there is just chalu ho jao, practice. Watch some YouTube videos, watch some of Babita ji's paintings, how she has gone through undertone. And you can definitely
Art
ask her.
is a therapy. People like for the even for the old age. People, if you give them a brush, paint something, they can create magical things in that. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be a painter. You can every art is within us. Everybody's
Yes.
an artist. This is how
Yeah,
you, yeah. This is how you
like
put three
agar hum
things.
that is what I want to tell to the way. You don't have to be an MF Hussain, like, you know,
No, no, no.
or you don't have to be any big Rembrandt भी नहीं होना, कुछ नहीं होना है. अगर आप केव पेंटिंग्स देखो, अजंता लोरा देखो, उन वो कोई एमएफ हुसैन टाइप के थे नहीं,
They're
वो
amazing work.
नॉर्मल स्टिक ड्राइंग
Amazing work.
करते थे.
Hmm.
बट स्टिल अगर आप उनकी स्ट्रिक ड्राइंग्स को देखो तो हंटिंग कैसे के लिए गए हैं, ये खाना everything is on the cave walls, and it was so good that today, in today's scenario, we can see those paintings and understand how those people lived. So
Exactly,
that,
and the colors they use is amazing. I mean, they never had these colors what we have it right now.
yes,
You know, they had natural colors. They created things themselves at that time, and
true,
their
true.
mind. And they're not artists. They have never been. They never learned. They were never went to an institute. It was within themselves. The animals they made, the other things they had, the figures, all that. It's
So
to
basic,
perfection.
yeah, the so basic thing is, I would say, बबीता जी, आपको कोई बड़ा आर्टिस्ट होने की जरूरत नहीं है, but
नहीं.
when you try to work out with art, do it with conviction, do it with all honesty, and try to communicate your feelings through that artwork. And if you
Exactly.
do it 100%, I'm sure आप हर हम में से जो हर एक इंसान है, हम लोग अपना एक यूनिक स्टाइल बना सकते हैं, which is absolutely unique to us.
Bilkul, I agree with you. It's like this only.
Why copy somebody? Why copy somebody else's style? Because that is not you. So naturally आएगा ही नहीं.
The people tell me when we go to our exhibitions, we learn something, we adapt something. मैंने कहा, no, when I go to exhibition, I feel my work is the best. That's the way I move.
Yeah.
I feel that my work is the best. Otherwise, otherwise, obviously, everybody has their own way of doing things. Everybody's an artist here. But that's my motto. When I go there, I exhibit my work. I say, he say, how do you like people's work? I said, very good, but I'm the best.
I like it. I love it, in fact, because, yeah, we are not demeaning anybody, but why should
No.
we run ourselves down just to, like, put people and others up? Yes, I am the best, and I know it, and I acknowledge it.
Self
And I'm not saying
appreciation.
others are bad; they're
No,
also good.
no, they're good. Self appreciation is the first thing, one adapts. Why wait for others to appreciate you?
Very true.
We need to appreciate ourselves first.
So, is there any kind of a special memory that you have made all these years along, and या फिर कुछ एग्जीबिशन में कोई समथिंग लाइक वो होते हैं ना, मेमोरीज में कुछ बहुत अच्छी होती हैं, कुछ बहुत खराब होती हैं. So let's just talk about something which made you very happy, that has, like, kind of takes you back into nostalgia, and something, one more memory from where you have learned something, you have taken a takeaway from there फॉर लाइक लाइफ. होता है ना,
Right,
हम सीखते हैं,
right.
कुछ दूसरों की गलतियों से सीखते हैं, कुछ अपनी गलतियों से सीखते हैं. सो
Uh,
ऐसी कोई सीख आपको कहीं से मिली हो, एंड कुछ ऐसी मेमोरी जो कि सोच के आपको लगता है कि बस दिस इज ब्लिस. सो
I
कैन यू
th-
शेयर
uh,
दीस थिंग्स?
yes, this was my first exhibition, 1987 in Chandigarh. I was in Firozpur with my parents there. So I used to work, do paintings, canvas, paper, tile, whatever, get them framed, pile on, pile on, pile on. So one day I told my dad I need to have an exhibition in Chandigarh. So he says, fine, go. So we booked a cab. I booked everything in my cab and I came to Chandigarh. I had an exhibition, Sector 17, Akar at Art Gallery. Now it's not there. It used to be very famous art gallery that time. So I exhibited my 50, 55, I think, odd paintings on different mediums, different surface, everything. But my parents never came for my exhibition because they thought, oh, it's a hobby, let her, explore herself. On the third, fourth day, uh, on the newspaper in Tribune, on the second page, there was a big article with a big heading, Sowing the Right Seed. So my father being a farmer, so when he read this title in the newspaper, "Sowing the Right Seed," he probably thought that somebody has invented some seed or something. It is about that. He never read beyond that. Then suddenly he started getting all the calls. Said, "Congrats, your daughter is doing well. His paper has में आया है. Have you read it?" He read it. And that time, my parents they came to Chandigarh for my exhibition. So I was just sitting in my gallery and I looked outside the corridor of Sector 17. So I saw a very familiar couple. I looked at them again. I said, they look very familiar. Who are they? Oh, they are my parents. I mean, that so that was too much. I mean, they just landed us there because they thought, because they sent me as a hobby. Okay, fine, this is a hobby. Carry on if you want to have an exhibition. But when people told him, "Have you read in the newspaper?" He saw it. He big huge article, and that's how they came. And they said we never knew that people. I mean, and lot of there were a lot of sale I did for my first exhibition. So that was my memorable and I think very interesting episode of my life. And
And the
looking
best
at,
part is like, I think I know
I,
these
I know
people.
them. I've seen them somewhere. Oh, they're my parents because they never told me they're coming there to Chandigarh for my exhibition.
Yeah.
So then it was like, okay, fine. My parents never stopped me from the color. I mean, from painting from the beginning. As a kid, I used to do it on the walls. Never, but normally children scribble. I used to paint. So they used to let
Okay.
me do that. It's okay if I let her do whatever she wants to do. They never stopped me, you know. And then from 87, there was no looking back. And then exhibition in 92, again, solo exhibition in Delhi. And 87, I was still in Polytechnic that time. But
Okay.
when I used to come home during holidays, that's the time I used to do paintings. And 92, when I finished everything from Polytechnic, and then that's the time I had in Delhi in IFX Art Gallery, a solo exhibition. And then obviously on order basis and, group exhibition. And then I took a job in a school in 2008. I taught for 9 years art there. I call myself artist teacher there. And then again, 2017 onwards till now, again, all group exhibitions. And one solo exhibition I had in Panchkula in 2018.
Okay.
That also went on very well. And there's no ending to it now.
It's a lifelong passion, I think.
It's a
वो
lifelong.
या अभी
Yeah.
जब आप बता रहे थे सो मेरे को एक वो दोहा याद हो गया जो
Yeah.
हम स्कूल में पढ़ते थे इसे कहते हैं ना होनहार बिरवान के होत चीखने पात सो इफ somebody जैसे एक पौधा होता है जिसको नहीं पता इस दोहे का मतलब इसका मतलब होता है अगर जैसे कोई अच्छा पौधा होता है ना कोई क्वालिटी का पौधा होता है
Hmm.
उसके जब होनहार बिरवान बिरवान मीन्स पर्सन और होनहार तो सभी को पता है जो अच्छा है हो चिकने पात पात इस पत्ता ओके
Right.
सो अगर आप आम का पेड़ देखोगे जब निकलता है या जामुन का पेड़ देखोगे या कोई भी फल का पेड़ देखोगे जब वो कोपल से निकलता है तब
Hmm.
उसके जो पहले पत्ते दो होते हैं वो बहुत ही चिकने और बहुत ही सुंदर होते हैं so that is how you can identify a fruit giving good quality tree from a weed. एक जो कचरा उगता है आपके गार्डन में या घरों के बाहर जहां पे भी और अगर आपको देखना है कि ये सारी झाड़ जो उगी है जंगली घास या झाड़ या जंगली पेड़ उगे हैं उसमें से अगर फल देने वाला एक अच्छा वृक्ष है तो उसके पत्ते जो होते हैं ना कोपल के बड़े चिकने और सुंदर और चमक रहे होते हैं सो दैट इज व्हाट इट मींस कि होनहार बिरवान के हो चिकने पात सो आपका ये
You have
सब
put it very nicely.
yeah so this is exactly when you were telling me it just kind of struck me कि
Right.
your this personality was visible when you were a kid like you know
Yes.
तब आपने हर जगह जहां मिलता है आपने पेंट किया and then it was noticed like you
It
know
was noticed. Yes, it was noticed.
and then you uh, kept on growing and then you went in for professional training to do it even more better that time you were not professionally trained
I was not
then
professional. I
you
was
went
still,
in for
yes.
professional training in
Huh.
87
87, yes, I was still doing my fashion designing after textile that time. And after that, I did my art masters.
so आपने क्या क्या किया आपने फैशन डिजाइनिंग की है
No,
टेक्सटाइल डिजाइनिंग की है you paint canvas
I
did
no,
different streams actually
I did my 3 years degree in textile. I did 1 year advanced textile, 1 year fashion designing, 1 year, 2 years commercial art, and 1 year art masters. That is
तो
again
इतना सब
advanced
करने
one.
के बाद how did you means do you still do fashion designing and all that
I do it on myself. I do it on
okay
myself.
okay And textiles?
Textiles, yes, I still do it. I still hand paint. I still do block printing, screen printing. I'm still doing it.
Okay.
Hmm.
So do you sell them also?
I sell them also. I have have an exhibition here and there. Last year, like I live in a society here in Mohali, so we had a Diwali fiesta where I had multiple handmade things from candles also, hand painted candles, molded candles, you know, and other things. So I
Oh,
use all my techniques in
that's
my
great.
work.
So I think जो artist है वहाँ budding artist है, don't feel restricted to
No,
following
no.
only one thing. See, she has done textile, fashion, commercial art. अभी art on canvas कर रहे हैं. So दिल खोल के create in any medium you want, upgrade your skills to any level you want. जब तक जिंदा हो अपग्रेड करते रहो, मैं यही कहती हूँ, बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग दैट विल गिव यू, इफ यू पैशन ड्रिवन लाइक बबीता जी, तो फिर आप, आई थिंक एक पत्ता भी देखोगे ना गिरा हुआ सूखा हुआ, तो आप बोलोगे यार मैं इस पे क्या करूं, वही मेरा कैनवस हो जाए.
I have painted dry leaves also. I made a screen out of them.
ओके.
Painted dry leaves. I made a screen out of them. People still have them after so many years.
सो सी, मैंने कहा ना, नथिंग इन
Yeah,
नेचर
nothing,
गोज वेस्ट.
nothing. Hmm.
नथिंग गोज वेस्ट. पेपर है,
Nothing goes.
एक टूटा फटा टूटा वाज होएगा, आप उसको रिक्रिएट करके यू कैन मेक समथिंग ब्यूटीफुल. सो I would say if you have that creative drive, then sky is the limit. Even though
Yes.
sky is also, I would think, binding. If I say sky is the limit, there is no limit. It is
There is no
absolutely
art
limitless.
is no limit. Even in my painting, many times I use blocks in them. Somewhere, if it's an abstract art or something, I use my impression techniques, or even blocks. I use them.
Okay.
So it is not with brush you do it. You can do with anything. Your
So do
creativity can
brush,
come out with anything.
finger, spatula,
Anything.
whatever, sticks or
Though I use only one brush on my painting.
okay.
One painting with one brush. Whether it's thick brush, thin brush, it doesn't matter to me. One brush I use on one painting, and I don't clean the
That's
water.
your
I don't clean the water also. And then let the color go itself.
let the color go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm sure आप जब कभी कभी मेरा ये होता है, if I'm working with a brush, so what I do is I don't even clean the brush. I let one color,
Yes.
माने मैं colors ही ऐसे लेती हूँ कि इसका color उसके साथ kind of like घुस
Merge.
के
Yes.
merge करके एक नया कुछ create करता है. I don't go around cleaning my brush and
No,
then
no,
applying
no, no,
fresh
no.
paint.
No, no.
Many
Even
people
I
do
don't.
that.
Many
Many
people
people
do
do
it.
that.
I don't. हाँ.
हाँ, मैं भी नहीं करती. मेरे को
नहीं.
somehow लगता है जितना color आ जाए उतना अच्छा है. So talking of colors, like, is there any particular color that is your favorite? जिस कलर को
Favorite is
देखते साथ ही
I
हाथ एकदम जाता है,
हाथ जाता है green पे. I'm wearing green today, elephant. This is I'm just wearing it, but मेरा हाथ green पे जाता है. There's a
okay,
lot of ultimately when I finish my work painting, I see there's a lot of green. It is not it's planned. It just goes.
it just goes,
It
yeah,
just goes.
right.
So I
So
like greenery. I like be go green. My motto is go green.
और पंजाब में रहते हैं तो पंजाब तो वैसे ही ग्रीन है
ऐसे
सब
green है.
तरफ, आई नो.
Hmm.
So
Right.
it was indeed like a lot of learning from you, and yes, मैं बोलने वाली थी green like if I tell my mother कि मम्मी says कि ये तेरा फेवरेट है, ऐसा नहीं है, कहती just open your cupboard and see
Hmm.
whatever you pick out has the same shade, so whichever shade is maximum in your cupboard, then finally अब मेरे को ऐसा हुआ कि when I go buying things, खरीदने से पहले if I'm going shopping, तो मैं
Right.
पहले कबर्ड में देख लेती हूँ कि भाई कौन सा रंग भरा हुआ है. तो मैं मदर ऑलवेज से हर बार एक ही रंग का कपड़ा उठा ले आती हो तुम, तेरा
Hmm.
अलग रंग नहीं पहन सकती. मैंने कहा मम्मी मैं जानबूझ के नहीं करती हूँ, इट जस्ट happens, like
Even with me, it happens. I
it
wear
just
all colors.
by
I like
default
all
it
colors.
happens.
Yes.
हाँ, by
But
default,
ultimately, something has to be in green.
या उसमें आ ही जाता
हाँ.
है, या तो वो पूरा
Hmm.
होएगा या थोड़ा होएगा, या उसमें स्पेक्स होंगे, बट वो कलर somehow I don't know, maybe mentally or like by default our mind searches for that as a comfort color or whatever, it has to be there. So
Right.
yes, it happens, and I get a lot of scolding. मेरा जनरली रेडिश एंड येलो ऑरेंज ह्यूज पे जाएगा, या फिर ब्लैक्स में जाएगा, या व्हाइट में जाएगा. एंड
Mm-hmm.
मदर, इसके अलावा और कोई रंग नहीं है तेरे पास पहनने के लिए? कितने सारे रंग है. लाइक ओके 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 ओके, डन.
Hmm.
सुन
That.
लिया, खत्म काम.
I think color. Everybody should try all the colors. They are
या,
beautiful. Colors are beautiful.
कलर्स आर ऑल ब्यूटीफुल,
Ah,
एंड
yeah,
यू
yeah.
कैन नेवर से ये पर्टिकुलर मेरा फेवरेट है. हाँ, होता है, जैसे मैंने कहा ना, बाय डिफॉल्ट आ जाता है.
Right.
बट देन इफ समबडी टेल्स मी और आस्क्स मी कि कौन सा आपका, बस कौन सा कलर आपको सबसे अच्छा लगता है फिल्म में, आई विल स्टार्ट विद ब्लैक, आई से
Hmm.
व्हाइट, देन आई से रेड, देन आई से ब्लू, देन आई से वो मस्टर्डिश ऑरेंज जो थोड़ा ब्राइटर साइड पे होता है, एंड बेज, एंड देन दे से हमने एक रंग पूछा, तो मैंने कहा मैं तो पैलेट ही दूंगी ना, मेरे को क्या था, तुम एक रंग दोगे. So it's a full palette. So yeah, thank you, Babita ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
Ranjita, so much. I'm really
heart,
honored.
heartiest congratulations again for your Karmaveera award. And
Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
really hope हम बने रहे. And for all the viewers, like जानने वाले जानते हैं, but she is my senior. But I came to know that she is my senior. I think I was 15, 20 more than that years on my platform only. जब ऐसी बात बात करते करते पता लगा, अच्छा आप यहाँ से हो,
Right.
अच्छा मैंने भी वहां से पढ़ा, आपने किस साल में पढ़ा, अच्छा मैंने इस साल में पढ़ा. मैंने कहा तो आप तो मेरे सीनियर हो गए टाइप से.
When you read my bio that time, you said, "Oh,
या,
from Polytechnic." I said, "Yeah."
तो अरे कौन सा साल, ये कब साल, वो मैंने कहा अच्छा मैं तो जूनियर हुई आपकी. सो लाइक आई नाउ आई रियली विश कि शायद मैं तब आपको जानती, so I could have learned so many more new things from you, because I was also there. 88 I passed out,
Okay.
and then I was in the same polytechnic. So if I had known you then, बट फिर हम लोग तो वही थे, बदमाश लौट था ना, घूमते रहते थे नीचे कैंटीन के पास. आप लोग लेट करते थे और हम लोग
Even I used to be in the canteen having samosas. He says,
मस्त मुंह से होते थे बस.
hmm.
So thank you so much again for being
Thank you so
here,
much. Thank you.
and
I'm honored.
congratulations for your
Thank you.
award. It was indeed a very very well spent afternoon जो
Thank you,
आपके साथ
Ranjita.
मैंने spend की.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Oh, bye bye. Thank you.
So guys, that was Babita Hundal ji for you, and उन्होंने कलर्स के साथ इस कदर मोहब्बत की है कि सब कुछ उन्होंने अपने आसपास कलर्स के साथ टच किया है. सो डोंट रिस्ट्रिक्ट योरसेल्फ टू वन कलर. Each color is a symbol of happiness. It gives you growth, it motivates you, it gets you out of depression. So अगर आपको कभी लग रहा हो कि या मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है, and you're feeling very down, if you're feeling very down, or if you're feeling neglected or stressed, or like full of anxiety, just pick up a paper, doodle something on it, draw something on it, or pick up the most अवेलेबल काइंड ऑफ कलर्स टू यू. क्रेयॉन हो गए बच्चों के, कलर पेंसिल, जो भी है ट्राई करो. यूट्यूब है, गूगल है. Try out mediums, and you'll see that you'll start loving it. And from drawing something negative at first, you'll go towards, because it's going to fill you with so much happiness कि आप कुछ ना कुछ पॉजिटिव क्रिएट करने लगोगे वहां पे, राइट? सो गो इन फॉर इट. Live your life with colors, make it colorful, and don't be scared to create. You don't have to be MF Hussein or Rembrandt or any of the famous artists. Remember, they were they. That is why they are famous. They did not copy each other. Okay. So you have to be you. चाहे आप stick drawing करो, चाहे आप टेढ़ी मेढ़ी करो, अगर आपको उसमें सेंस दिखता है, and if you can communicate your feeling, you've arrived, right? So let's finish on this positive note of being you, as you, when you're creating. Do not copy. अपना एक स्टाइल बनाओ which is very unique to you. So with this note we sign off today's session, and कल मिलते हैं दोबारा एक नई कर्मवीर अवॉर्डी के साथ. Till then, bye bye.